welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love y'all. I would say hello to Dashie. Hello, Dashie. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that thanks button down below. Crazy hair day. Okay, so we'll go over with some Omi first, and then we'll go on to the Veve stuff. There is a little bit to go over. For Omi, we are down about 1.2% today. This is coming on the heels of $609,000 in volume over the last 24 hours, so we are not exactly back down to where we were before the announcement that OUP was coming, which that should come in the next couple of days. Really hoping it comes on Friday because the next 2 days are very, very busy for me. Tomorrow you have a couple Medium articles coming out, one specifically for Star Wars, and then one coming in from, I think it's just one for Star Wars. And we do have Al Khan going on Lori Brenner's Twitter space tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if I do go live, it'll be before then, and I'll end as soon as that space begins, or even a couple minutes before. But like, hey guys, we're going to go to this space now. So I really can't wait for that. They might even open a couple minutes before just to greet everyone, and then they'll get right into the space. I don't know how long Al Khan has tomorrow, but for that space, it's still going to be great. Be advised, today is also, before I get to the rest of this, it is Earth 2's birthday. So when you have a big company that link down below for Chavez, link down below for the game, link down below for my referral code, or if you want any land, you can buy it, and then also link down below to my my megacity in Antarctica. It's showing right now. It logged me out. It logs me out every now and then. So my profile, if I go in, it's just going to say to log in or sign up. It logs you out every couple days. That Essence token that they have will probably be around, I would say in Q2, maybe Q3 of next year. That's also around the same time I do expect to get exchanges for Omi. They'll have some different things. They might release the drone video game beforehand. They might release a couple things beforehand. There'll be more things you could do, either with your Ether, your Essence, improving on properties and jewels and what have you. Anyway, as far as outperforming the markets, Omi did not do that today. We had a Bitcoin outperformed. It was pretty much flat, but we are up 0.06%. We are still over that 20,000 mark. We've been there for quite a while, and I'm pretty happy about that. Ethereum up 0.32%, still over 15K. And then for the, I don't know if anyone notices, but anyone ever remember Honeycomb cereal? It is, the owner is by Post Holdings, and I'm not gonna lie, Honeycomb cereal is not the same as it was. It used to be big and fluffy, and now it is not. It is completely different. So we're gonna come into a bit of money in the next couple months. I might actually short Post Holdings just because I don't like it. I mean, it's up too over the last month, 6 months. The whole year it's pretty much up. So it did take a dip, as everyone did in like February, March, but then it went right back up. I don't know why. I have to go bigger into it, but I had just noticed that today as I was looking at the markets. S&P up 0.1%, Dow up 0.1%, and the Nasdaq also up 0.1%. So nothing really crazy. It was a generally positive day for the markets, except for Omi. Again, you can't go up 35% without coming down a little bit. So I'm kind of fine with it, kind of accumulating here. I have a prediction, because like I said, I will do a deal that should be done by December. And I think, because the crypto gods are funny like that Omi does go to 0.003 or 0.004 before the end of the year, forcing me to buy, probably 0.004, forcing me to buy at 0.004. I mean, think about it. When we just had $2 million in volume, which is absolutely nothing, $2 million in volume, and we go up 35%. What happens when we have 10x that? Do we go up 350%? I mean, it's wild. Because 20 million is also pretty much nothing. What does Tesla have each day? It's got like 15 or 20 billion in volume. Let's take a look. Let's see. And obviously Tesla's a major global company, but let's take a look. We'll go to the Tesla and we'll see how many shares were traded today. And from there we can calculate. So there was 60.9 million shares traded today at 227 shares. So 60.9 million times 227. We are at $13.8 billion in volume today for Tesla shares. Granted, a bunch of that probably was day traders, a bunch of that was whatever, but yeah, that's a lot. When we have such a small, God, anyone with 9 figures can go and move this like a mother flapper. There's just not enough demand. There's not enough people selling at this point. So I do think this price can pop up very quickly. That in conjunction with some other things that might come out, probably gonna be pretty cool. Anyway, moving on here. We got some news to go over with a whole bunch of peeps. We've got, what was it from yesterday? Oh God, I don't even remember what. Iron Man, okay. Here's it minting, okay, we got that. GameStop, so the NFT is bringing Web3 gaming collections to the masses with Immutable, or kind of Immutable, Utility. So for those of you that do not know, Utility is partnered with Wings Club, World of Women, Gorilla Girls, CryptoPunks. So you'll be able to see a bunch of their collectibles over on the Utility app. That'll be available probably mid-December is when their platform is launching. I've been talking about it since there was maybe 12 people in the Discord, and now there's about 4,500 people in the Discord. Not all of that was myself. There was a lot of other people and a lot of other big projects that are going in this as well. Probably be a good idea to get in there before the first 10,000. Why? You get a special free NFT if you go in there for the first 10,000 people. Link down below to that Discord. But again, that platform will be out probably mid-December. Moving on. A little bit. We do have, I won't say the name, I won't call him out, but somebody, Foster Hilt had a post that said, hey, I love it when we have, these Pride airdrops. And again, the person who I won't call out saying, they are drop pieces of junk and the Moon Boys are jumping up and down like little schoolgirls. So Foster Hill goes and succinctly responds, yeah, pretty frustrating that they only airdropped me $120 worth of free NFTs today. Only like the fourth airdrop in the last 2 months too. Would honestly like them to step up their game so I could finally afford to buy a recur pass. How much are they these days? Oh, I probably shouldn't have read that last part. Again, I really want everyone in the space to be successful because that's how you get the company to grow. That's how you get the hobby in general to grow. Speaking of which, Backhouse has had there was a Backhow before. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit and get to it. Oh, which by the way, there's a batcow.eth or at batcow25m. It's just a bot that just goes and shows all the sales. And tell me if you have seen this particular Batcow before. That's basically the Batman Who Laughs mask. And it sold for $8,999 today, 1509 UTC time. So and this cow has sold 3 times. The most recent, so 8,999. Most recently it was 8,000, and before that was 5,000. So this consistently, it wasn't just a one-time thing. This consistently gets really, really good remarks. I'm very, very happy about that. I do not currently have one. Ooh, damn it! Sorry, I had Jesus. All right. GameStop or Immutable X saying always haven't, always will. Talking about GameStop and the Web3 community. That's pretty nice. JPMorgan says the S&P 500 could surge by 10% in a single day if the Federal Reserve only raises interest rates by 50 basis points on Wednesday. I will not trust JPMorgan as far as I can throw them. Cannot throw them very far, so I won't believe pretty much anything that they say. But yeah, I guess that's possible. If people start to think, okay, everything's priced in, but there's some people that think that we could go up to 5%. We'll see. Okay, so here's one of those. No Way SRX says, for the first time ever on Veve, a mint number below number 41 has been listed on the market. Obviously, this is excluding the first Veve NFTs when Veve used to only hold the first 18 or whatever. So this must be from the airdrop of Marvel on the Insider merchandise on their website, Red Skull. So it was Red Skull, which is number 40, was at 75K. The Marvel Insider is when it's like their app, and if you have a certain amount of points, you can get like a Black Panther secret rare. They had the Marvel. I don't know how much that Red Skull is in general. Probably a couple $100 floor, if I had to guess. Let's see what we got here. Sorry, I'm doing a thing there. Beard's doing an itch. So we go to my profile, go to my full sets because I got all the mighties because I think they're great. I think they're awesome. The fudge are they? Okay. So the Captain America one. The Red Skull, if we take a look at him, There's only 35 on the market. Jesus, that is nothing. So let me just focus on that real quick. Out of 4,888, there is less than 1% on the market. 1% would be about 48, 49 of them. So there's less because there's only 35, less than 1%. You could spend actually like $1,500 and buy the first 10, and then there would only be 25 on the market. So is that so 1,500, and then you could do, let's say 1,800. So you could spend 3,300 and get the bottom 20. And then I mean, these were hundreds of dollars over in the bull market. So spend $3,300 by the first 20, only 15 left after that, and then there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000 until it gets to 500 again. Then it's 666, then 1,400. So there's a lot. And if you go with low to high, there's no sub 100s. Like there are, but the only sub 100 is not. The cheapest sub 100 is number 54. Mr. Pags listed at $54,000. So there's no getting that. I mean, there's nobody in their right mind would pay $54,000 for a sub 100 of these. And actually, the number 40 has been lowered to $70,000. Like that's going to make a difference. This is why I say, and this isn't even season 1, but a lot of stuff, especially things that have a lot of mints, going down and getting those sub 100s, you will see them go. You will see them be gone, because all it takes is a handful of people to go in and be like, yeah, I'm going to scoop up all these. And they do. And they will not let them go for any reasonable price. So the only people that would pay that would people that have stupid amounts of money and they pay that unreasonable price. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, where was I? Oh, that was Saturday? Nope. Okay. Yesterday. We have, and the guy that has it, he's a real collector too. Got over 500 collectibles in total, 165 collectibles, 340 comics, 41 sets, so it's pretty good. So we have Veve Viral that says, I've been posting all over crypto and altcoin Facebook groups. Haha, no one seems to care though. I guess I didn't use the rocket emoji enough. And this is what he'd been posting. Quote, for your information, the OMI token will release its utility and staking papers within 10 days. This is the token that powers the Veve platform, which releases the first Disney, DC, Star Wars, Marvel, Universal, and even United States Postal Service officially licensed NFTs. Their head of licensing is Alfred Kahn, a man who licensed Pokemon out to the world, hence why it's also speculated that they have the Pokemon license as well, as many more in sports and music. OMI is fully diluted and will be compliantly deflationary, or keyword compliantly, for those of you that are just tuning in, deflationary, and will soon be known as a metaverse token. They will release the Veveverse trailer next month live at DCon. Lastly, Veve will finally allow crypto pay-in and its master collector program before end of year, so the sentiment is getting quite groovy. Not financial advice. Research. Lots of YouTubers for OMI out there. Comment if you'd like recommendations. I hope I'm one of them. By the way, Cavell had in a video said the other day, Taps, Hello K, and Randy Chavez are like the cool kids. I've never been considered a cool kid. Like, I can't imagine why. I would never be. Anyway, just thought I'd throw that in there. He also says, and massive point, OMI is not yet on any major exchanges. There is a large barrier to entry, but you can get it on Bit4x, Ascendex, and a few other smaller ones. It's wows me that nobody's paying attention. And I get it. In the midst of like the big Earth 2 days when I wasn't into Veve or OMI, I had, I think, 2 people at least say like, hey, check out Veve. And I downloaded the Veve app in February of last year. I didn't buy any NFTs though until months later. I looked at the app and I was like, it's interesting, and okay, you get buy these gems, and I get it. Like I get people ask me to look at things 900 times a week. So I get that a lot of other people probably also have their friends and the people that are like, oh, check this out. Like my there's this duck project called PHUQ, They were called Fucks, Phuq, and they were ducks. And my friend bought like a bunch of them. He's like, "Yo, it's a fuck," and I was like, "Okay." Like, I think he just wanted the excuse to say the F word, but again, it's Phuq. So no, YouTube did not demonetize me for that. There's so many things, and everyone's like, "Yo, get one," and it's like, most times they're worth nothing. Um, every now and then, sorry, love Bonnie Tyler. You get something like this, and I, remember that I think it was Hancock, where the dude, the nerdy white dude that Will Smith saves, he tries to get these big major pharmaceutical companies to go and basically donate, just basically give away money to like this guy's like project, his like his nonprofit, and everyone's like, no, we're not just gonna give you like $1 million, like, heck off. And then he's like, everyone's gonna do it, but only one person is gonna be the first. Everyone is gonna get in this, and I, like I said before, I probably 0.004 before the end of the year. And I wish I could get a bunch of those funds now. I do have like an extra like $800 kind of saving for like an emergency thing in case I need it, who's that's rent. But I'll keep that just in case. I don't know, man. I'll keep you all posted. Anyway, more news before I answer everyone's questions. I can't say that. Be advised, there is going to be, as far as airdrops go, we have a snapshot on 7 November for, I think, the Sisters 3. So that's the Hocus Pocus 2. And be advised, the Hocus Pocus 2, you have to have all 4 of their posters in order to get that airdrop. But there's like max 300 people that could have a full set, because one of them only has like 300. Let's go to that right now. And that is going to be a very, very, very scarce airdrop. I think maybe 200 people are going to get that. So if you go to drops and you go to Hocus Pocus 2 and you look at the first one over there, you're looking at out of 1313, so 1,313, which is basically going to be 1,223 because they're going to keep 90. There's only 1,004. There's 1,004 left. So out of 1,223, you have basically 219 that have been minted out of those, because there's 1,004 left. So if each one of those people, each one of those that have been minted out of 219 went to one person each, if nobody got 2, if nobody got multiples, they all only got 1, and all of those other people that got 1 could afford to go get the other 3, because again, it's not just this one. You have to have all 4 of these for the airdrop. Then max right now, 219 people could get that. But I think this could be 150 to, again, right now, the snapshot is not until 6 days from now, so a lot more can be bought. That is very, very scarce. I would go on to say that would probably be one of the most scarcest airdrops that we would have, and I feel like everyone's sleeping on it. Chavez, why don't you? How much are these going to be in the market? I'll see. I'll remember the collectibles. All right, let me just go to the brands. All right, brands Hocus Pocus 2. So one's $48, another one's $40, so that's $88. Another one's $34, so that's $88, so that's $118, so $122. And then 36. So it's actually, all right, so 22 and 36, so that's 58. So yeah, it's actually only $158 to get them. How should I have my PayPal? All right. We might be doing this, boys. We might be doing this. I don't know why. I should not. This is, I shouldn't do this. All right, where's my PayPal? I don't even know how much I have in PayPal. I don't even know if I have enough. All right, so I'm gonna have to go. I hate this, that I have to go, and I don't want Discord. I'm gonna have to go to my email and I have to type in the PayPal, and I have to see. I have to like. I hate it makes me sign in every time. I don't know how to make it so where I don't have to sign in every time. But you know what? I guess better be safe than sorry. No, no. Use that. Okay. Um. Okay. We're gonna go and see that I definitely don't have anything in there. Oh, okay. I have a couple hundred in there. I can do this. I can do this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my... No, no. I don't... Get out of here. I'm going to go to my Veve. And I'm going to go to my app.vv.me. And be advised, guys, if you go to app.vv.me, it will, on your phone, it will not show you where the... It'll just be like, oh, get it on your phone. What you have to do is go to the desktop site on your phone, and then it'll let you in. So then you log in with the email and the password, and then you log in. Oh my god, the 2FA code. This is so annoying, but I swear it's going to be worth it. Okay, Okay. Yeah. Confirm. I'm going to go to my profile. I'm going to buy some gems. All right, get more gems. Ooh, why do I have to do my card number? Can I just do my... Oh, I can't do PayPal? Oh, you can't do PayPal on this. Fudge. Okay, you know what? You know what? You don't. You just don't. I am the real Randy Chavez. And I am going to... ID check. Okay, payment success. I don't even know how much I just purchased. I hope it was... What the fudge? Okay, hold on. I'll go to the Veve app real quick. Oh, I only purchased 10 gems. Fudge. Okay, all right, hold on. Get more gems. Okay, we got this. Okay, we're gonna go. No, I don't need to do that. I should just be getting more Omi, because the Omi, I don't know why I just purchased 10 gems. That doesn't mean anything. The Omi, so guys, comment down below what I should do. Whether I should use $200 to buy more Omi, or I should use $200 to buy the set. And then I'll get to the news. I'll get to the news afterwards. Or I'll get to the news currently right now. So Veve Fox has gone on and said, monthly Veve wallet activity update, the number of Veve wallets that made at least one transaction in the following period. In the last day, 13,900 wallets have made activity. Hi, sleeping. In the last 3 days, 18,252 wallets have done a transaction. In the last week, we've had 23,872 individual wallets make a transaction. The last 2 weeks, we had 28,998 people make a transaction. And in the last month, we've had 37,587 people, individual accounts make transactions. So I'm going to, the other metrics, they're whatever, 60 days, we have 47,000, 90 days, 57,000, last 6 months, 180 days, 189,000. But really, I think the metric to look at is the last 30 days, going from 1 October till 31 October. And, having 37,000 monthly active users is, that's at least making one transaction. That is not the amount of people that are still opening the app. That is the amount of people that are actually doing things on the app. Hello, Richard Volinsky. How's it going? Saying you should eat nudes. Thank you for the super chat saying I should eat nudes. I did buy a Sleepin'. I don't know if you're here for this. Sleepin', should I take $200 and buy Omi, or should I take $200 and buy that Hocus Pocus 2 set? Because that airdrop is going to be litty. That airdrop's going to be litty AF. And I don't think I can sell anything for that. But that, oh God, Omi's going to go. I shouldn't even spend any money. Like, if I'm going to be honest, like, let's be honest, I should not spend any money at all. And I got stuff coming up. I got Decon. I got Whiskey Night on Thursday. Oh God, I have so much stuff to do. I really hope OUP does not come out until Friday. I'm going to be so hecked. I'm gonna be so hacked. Yeah, everyone's saying Omi. All right, let me finish the news and then I'll go. Brockman Blockchain says that not that I need to post this, but for transparency, I have no idea droids were coming to Veve, but I did sell 2 golden moments, the Star Trek ones, I think it means Star Wars, to buy a 101 Batman black and white special mint. He doesn't say which series it is, but I'm curious. I sold both below the floor to give someone an opportunity. That's all. And somebody said, why are you doing this? And Brockman Blockchain says, people like to cry. I don't like tears. Happy to call my moves to remove any doubt. I rarely sell things, but saw an item I'd much rather have than those 2 currently, so made the move to snatch. Good point. It's just in. Elon Musk does confirm creators will be able to monetize content on Twitter. So I might be doing some content on Twitter. I'll let you know. Keep you posted. That'd be so great. Get to see more of me. We also have Sheena BR saying, Star Wars cosmetic prices. Luke Skywalker bundle is 2,400 V-Bucks. Leia Organa and Han Solo bundle is 2,500 V-Bucks. Standalone outfits are 1,500 V-Bucks. A glider is 1,200 V-Bucks. Pickaxes and emotes are 500 V-Bucks. Be advised, I think for 600 V-Bucks, I think it's like $5. So in order to get a Luke Skywalker bundle, which is 2,400 V-Bucks, that is 24 is basically 600 times 4. That's 2,400. So 5 times 4 is 20. So it would cost you $20 to get the Luke Skywalker bundle, which I feel like is not a lot at all. I feel like that's very, very, very easy. So, so you guys just buy some Taco Bell. $200 worth of Taco Bell. Sleeping. I just ate a monster sandwich. What I did is I took 3 pieces of bread, I toasted it, and then I took 3 pieces of cheese, melted it in the microwave. Usually I get more cheese, but I only had 3 slices of cheese left. Anyway, and then I take out one of the pieces of toast. I put the cheese on the toast. I put 3 pieces of crab meat on the cheese. Put another piece of bread on top of that. You know, the piece of toast on top of that. And then what I did was I took these it looks like liverwurst, but it's not. It's just circular turkey. I put 3 circular pieces of turkey on that piece of bread, and then I took that last piece of toast, and then I put a whole bunch of peanut butter, and I couldn't have that. Ate it. It was so good. And so I'm good. I'm good for now. I don't need the $200 worth of Taco Bell right now. But you guys are correct. That extra $200 worth of Omi is going to be so worth it. So I'm going to not get out of that app.vv. No, you will not take my get out of here. All right. And then I will ask my friend Steven, what's your PayPal? Can I send you monies? Because Bit4x, for those of you that do not know, Bit4x does not work on my phone. The app always consistently forces me out, and I don't have a computer. So I send you monies, and can you buy me Omis? Gracias. So yes, I will. Yeah. Anyway. We still have a little bit of news to cover before I go to answer all the questions. Be advised, also tomorrow. Oh man, I forgot about this. Elite Comics 1 says Veve official CEO and co-founder David Yu joins Ali live on Elite Comics 1.1 on Instagram to discuss the past and future of Veve and the convergence of physical and digital collectibles. Tomorrow, November 2nd, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that might go for an hour. Then we have like a couple hour break where I might come in, but then we do have Alcon coming on Lori Brenner's Twitter space at 7. So yeah. And then we got no. Veve Digital Collectibles did post on Twitter today. If you're still on the fence about coming to @DesignerCon, there might be some passes around here for collectors. Let us get back to you on that this week. So, that'll be interesting. And then that's it. So let me be advised, it's been almost 30 minutes now. So what I am going to do is I'm going to ask people if they can go smash that like button. Oh yeah, it's a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smashing that thanks button down below, super chat as well. Okay. Let's get to the comments, shall we? Ooh. Bill Gardner says, first like and got secret rare and ultra rare on the comic drop today. Dude, get that bread. Good for you, mate. Darth Chaos says, hello there. Oh, General Darth Chaos. I just recently watched Tales of the Jedi. Oh, that is a beautiful short series. I wish that was longer. That is so good. Another thing I was watching is Arcane. I've never played League of Legends, but that is a beautiful show. It takes you for a loop because it introduces you to a bunch of characters the first 3 episodes, and then something happens, and it's like, wait a minute, and then it just they fake you out. That's really good. I'm not done with it yet, so no spoilers. Chris Infinity says, I love you. I heart you too, random citizen that always asks me how Wendy is. Corey, being real with you, says, Randy. Hi, Corey. All Chat Gaming says, fire. Skip Yellow says, hey there. Hello, Skip Yellow. Still in support of E2, of course, always. I still got my Megacity down there. Still got the, I still add to it, buy Antarctica tiles every now and then. I stack my jewels. I don't sell the jewels. I've only ever bought jewels, and I'm stacking the essence. So I have like 40,000 essence now, and next year that'll probably be about $2 per essence. So that'll be great when that happens. Justin says, can you stream the space? I'm actually going to be speaking in part of the space, so I don't know if I can stream, because last time I tried to stream and speak at the same time, it just, wasn't working for whatever reason. So but the space will be recorded, and it'll probably be uploaded to some YouTube channel at some point. Cavell might stream it. Alcon's going to be there. People are going to either tune in but yeah, not everyone has Twitter, so maybe someone should stream it. I'll see. I'll see what I can do. Oh, where was I? So says, Justin, what state you in? Oh God, I'm dying. And then we have Victor Series says, best place to buy Omi. Depends where you are in the world. For most people, Bit4X is pretty good. Or not good, it's just, fine. That's where they go. Some people Ascendex. Those are like the big two. Right, man. Justin says, I haven't disclosed that intel yet. Yes, he is not sure where nobody's sure where he lives. Squid Cat, what's going on? Says, you can still get land and tiles in Earth 2 for under $1. It's not too late. Yeah, you can get a lot. I mean, there are different tiers of tiles, there are different classes, but yes, you can. Xidol said, what's up, everyone? What's going on, Xidol? Yeah, so, Earth 2, that's one of the only things that I'm so bullish on. They had just such a massive land sale at first, and there was no... Out of that land sale, you had so many people, so much money pour into it. They were flush with cash. It's insane. I'm very, very bullish on them. Will Garden says, also got Hades Ultra Rare on the drop yesterday. Just want to say thanks for all those sleeping on these drops. Yeah, I actually, now that I have an extra couple of doll hairs in there. Oh, yep. Oh, okay. All right. A copy. Mm-hmm. Oh, did I X out of the PayPal? No, I X'd out of the PayPal. Dr. Fishy, no. Okay, maybe if I go back to, maybe it didn't sign me out just yet. I really hope it did not sign me out, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh, yes, it didn't sign me out yet. Cool beans. How much should I give him? Because 200, it will be family and friends, but then he's got to transfer it out, and then he's got to buy a Bitcoin or XLM, whatever, and then he's got, it's going to be a lot. So I'll give him I'll send him the 250. Send money. Money. 250 is pretty much nothing. I have... But, 250 is better than 275. Oh, I have no money. No, I don't know. It's going to be 250. Sorry, guys. I just, okay, for meow. I'm gonna say meow. Okay, continue. And then I will, you know what? I'm going to change. I'm going to pay him with PayPal balance. Okay. But I'm going to make it, heck it. 275. Okay. Next. Continue. Okay, it's for meow. And then you'll pay. I'm paying with friends and family. Yep, send to a friend. All right, meow. Oh yeah, all right, 275 sent to my booty. I heart you. Okay, hearts. Okay, let me see if I can view this without it showing who I sent it to. Nope, it does not. It does not give me that option. Or maybe I can do it on a screenshot. I've sent $275 to my friendo to buy more Omi, so is that even like, it's like 100,000 more Omi. Okay, so I will, at the end of this, have 145.6 million Omi. That's pretty cool, I think. So that's pretty nice. Got a little bit. I'll buy a ton more. I will get 150 before the end of the year. I might even get more. We shall see. Moving on. Oh yeah, so here's what I have to do. I have to go and take a look at the Veve app. Look at this bread. Because I really do want to complete, even if I can't complete that set, because I think that airdrop is going to be worth quite a bit of money. I am going to go and take a look at the villain set. I only have... Oh, I don't want to look at them in the... Oh, man, okay. Let me go to the brands. Villains, okay. Captain Hook. $13 hairs. Hello, Dasha B. Dasha B, yours is mine's. So now I have 9 gems left. And with those 9 gems, I need to get... What do I need to get? The Evil Queen Witch Lady. And you... Oh, she's $19 now? Oh, man. I don't have $19. You sure? Yeah, it's the only one I'm missing. I'm missing the Evil Queen Witch. Oh, wait, no, it says I do have one of them. Oh, I'm Maleficent. Maleficent's the last one I'm missing. Okay, all right. Maleficent. Oh, yeah, $7 hairs. Okay, $7 hairs, you are mines. And I got the full set. So now I have full set of that. Oh, heck yeah, girl. Girl, tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? That was a good time. I got those full. Oh, I'm very happy about that. So yeah, be advised. I think that will be worth it. Even though I just spent that extra money that would have gone to the posters. I bought more Omi because that just makes sense. Yeah, I think that airdrop's gonna be so dope. It'll be so banger. Now, where was I? Oh, Bill Gardner. Damn. Just says, what's going down with Facebook? What about Facebook? I mean, a lot of stuff goes down with Facebook. Nobody really likes it anymore. I feel like, remember that episode of Scrubs where Perry Cox is talking to Bob Kelso and he says, you, Bob, as chief of medicine, you're like an appendix. You might have had some purpose a long time ago, but that was so long ago, no one even remembers what that was anymore. Basically saying, like, you're useless. I feel like, what is Facebook used for? For me, I use it for memories, because I have some straight up fire, hysterical memories of me and my friends. But outside of that, Washington hates him. A lot of people hate him because, he's very, very horrendous on censorship, good and bad. And then, like, he censors things that shouldn't be censored, and then also does not censor things that definitely should be censored. And then Washington hates them, and it just people use it to like fight with their families about politics. Like you can do that anywhere. Aldous Havley with $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Saying get that bread, Randy. Big hugs to you and the Omi fam. Oh, and droids, dude. I know that. So Alex had mentioned before. I'm gonna wear my sleeping hat. Alex had mentioned before that he was on My Collectibles channel. I think they're buddies in real life. Because he's always going on that channel, and like they're a good duo. My Collectibles is so chill. I love him. He had mentioned on his channel that only R2D2 is animated, which is really unfortunate, I think, because I don't know what we're going to have on there. But I think that they said it's going to be 4 droids. So obviously you have R2 on there. I mean, C3PO is a protocol droid. You could have TC14 at the beginning of episode 1. It first begins. I was like, "This master," and it'll like, "Tell me which to board at once. Tell me which to board at once. With all due respect, the ambassadors for the Supreme Council wish to board immediately." And then Viceroy Gunner is like, "Yes, well, as you know, a blockade is perfectly legal. Send them on." So they go on, and then Obi-Wan's talking to Qui-Gon. He's like, "I've got a bad feeling about this." And Qui-Gon's like, "Control your anxieties, Obi-Wan. Keep your concentration here and now where it belongs. But Master Yoda said I should be mindful of the future. Be mindful of the living force, my very young apprentice." "Yes, Master." And then TC-14 comes in. It's like, "I am TC-14 at your service. This way, please." And then basically, so TC-14 would be another one that I think people really like. I really like because it's just absolutely useless once the guns start flying and the pew, 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 pew. Like TC-14's like, ah. So I don't know. I like that, but my biggest thing I would want, and not saying that we won't get it in this one, I want a whole bunch of animated battle droids that just go Roger, Roger. Like that is the coolest heckin' thing. Like, remember in Josh Peck in Drake and Josh, we were like, "Is it the coolest?" That's the coolest thing that I could think of. They were talking about the game sphere, like it's spherical. Yeah, the battle droids are probably some of my favorite things, especially even in the animated series, the Clone Wars. They would go, it's like, when you feel when you tell people you're Roger Roger, but you're not Roger Roger. Like that's, I love that meme. I love that how they kind of build on like the stupidity of them. Coruscant, that doesn't make sense. You're under arrest. Pew! And I love Star Wars so freaking much. I want I want an army of battle droids. I know they're weak and inefficient and even an untrained. I shouldn't even say untrained. I'm former military. Okay. We're gonna switch gears here. Go to the. Yeah. Go to that one. After I knocked over a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I could take a bunch of droids if I really, really, really wanted to. And yes, Aldous, I will see you on Thursday. We're gonna have a lot to talk about on Thursday. It's gonna be great. What we got? Facebook. Omi Panda says, "Omi fam." Oh yes, I did do the Omi. Victor Siri says, "MetaMask versus Sendex." I would never keep any of my stuff on MetaMask or Sendex. Like I would not keep it on an exchange. I would not keep it on any of that. I would only keep my stuff on Trust Wallet or Ledger. And when I say Trust Wallet, I mean like 7 different Trust Wallets. Just God forbid, I don't think anyone's ever had an issue with Trust Wallet. God forbid anyone gets hacked. You know, I still have like 6 others. It's fine. Also, I don't know where the fudge I'm going to keep my Trust Wallets either. Because when I get, if I have this big deal go through in real life in a couple months, I'm going to need several more. How many of those can you, maybe I could just double up and just, instead of keeping like 20 million-ish per Trust Wallet, I could just do like a lot more than that. I don't know. We'll see. Another super chat from Albus Howard says, "Imperial Probe Droid would be my choice." Ooh. BB-8 would be cool. Imperial Probe, okay. Oh god, my body. What was I think there was like a sitter droid. It's meant like a nanny. The one that was in Mandalorian. And it was just saying that they reprogrammed him to be like a protector. And he's just like, it was the coolest heckin'. Like, Mandalorian's so good. So freaking good. But yeah, Imperial Pro Droid. There's a bunch of droids to be. Oh, there's so much to talk about. You could probably, maybe Dino might know this, or maybe even my collectibles. I should get Nick on again. The Nick Dunninger. He like deleted his Facebook. I have no idea how to get in touch with this man. He just type in on YouTube. There was a really good podcast. Nick Dunninger. Randy Chavez. Okay. Randy Chavez. It's not. Oh, why is it not showing? It was like 6 months ago, I guess, because I was still dating my ex at that time. So all right, live. No, I could just do playlists, and I could do Chavez podcasts. It was well, like at least 6 months ago. Show it to y'all when maybe it. Oh yeah, it was Chavez podcast number 103 with Nick D on Star Wars, Pokemon, collecting NFTs, and everyone was like poking fun at like the wire, like for like that was probably the funniest thing. Everyone was going and just making fun of like the fact that he had a thing. I don't know. I really need to watch that because those comments were hysterical. I'm actually wearing the same shirt that I was there. I feel like I've only gotten uglier since then. Anyway, moving on here. So if everyone they can smash that like button for your way to help support the channel. Okay, I'm sorry. We go. Moving on here. What was I? Going back. Jen says, "Where's the Bat Cow boys now?" I mean, they're still there. Bat Cow boys are definitely still there. Like the floor is like $900, I think. Oh, water is like the liquid. I would say a lot of people, like there are some people that go and there are some like new people every week to the Bat Cow family, but a lot of times it's really just these same people that are just stacking, and they're gonna. I mean, Bat Cow is still not even 1 ETH. Bat Cow will probably be a couple ETH, because again, what we know with PFPs, what we know with these projects is that, let's say a certain thing is a certain picture, or let's say NFT is worth 2 ETH, and let's say, remember when ETH was $4,000, people are just like, okay, no, it's 2 ETH. And because people only measure things in ETH. Eva from Veve, her brother, Whaleman7777, had said, like, no, I don't see things in dollars. I see things in ETH. So when those things were 2 ETH, and ETH was $4,000, people were just like, okay, like, and again, not talking about Bat Cows, just a PFP project in general. When the price of ETH went down, so that ETH was only, let's say, like $2,000, if those things were to keep its value, it should be worth 4 ETH, because that would have been the same price. But it's not. Not only did the price of ETH go down, the amount of ETH that was worth also went down. So let's say it went from 2 ETH to 1 ETH. The price didn't get cut in half. The price got cut in quarters, because the price of ETH went down and the amount of ETH that was worth went down. So in this bear market, as Bat Cows were a quarter ETH, a half an ETH. Now they're like 0.66 of an ETH. They're like 2/3 of 1 ETH, almost. When that bull market hits, not only will these be like probably 2 or 3 ETH, but ETH will probably be, $5,000. So it's very possible these Bat Cows could be worth 5 figures, even though that makes, God, I don't. There's so many of these, but it's the fact that like 6,000 people own them. Yes, there's like 12,000 of these. There are not 12,000 owners. There are much less owners than that. So yeah, you have all of these in the hands of just a couple thousand people. That being said, give me an extra $10,000 right now, I would not get a Bat Cow. I would only get Omi. And again, obviously, the last 2 minutes was just telling y'all how bullish I am on the Bat Cows. For me, it's ROI. Now, also, it should be noted that Bat Cows they're like a dividend stock. They just give you airdrops all the time, like all the time. And it's not like you have to buy any extra to get the next airdrop. It's not like Veve, where it's like, okay, I buy these Chucky dolls, and then I'll get the Chucky airdrop. Buy these things, and I'll get this airdrop. They're consistently giving you airdrops just off that one thing. So that's why I'm bullish on it. But again, the ROI for me, long term, Omi over everything. For right now. When Omi is 0.005 or even, 1 or 2 cents, I'm like, okay, now it's time to, we can go back and forth. Anyway. Where was that? Dragon Cove says, do not Don't got a cow, but got a Todd. Nice, back cow. Yeah, I know what you meant. Todds are great. Love Todds. Bill Gardner says, yeah, JPMorgan are the death dealers. Yeah, JPMorgan's, they got a lot to answer for. Oh, I need to start bringing like 3 of these. I know, this is like 16 ounces of water, and I feel like I just drank a lot. Anyway, Justin says, nah, Batcal is jokes. No, it's not jokes, man. So Batcal does some very, 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 very good things. Justin says, imagine if we had a repeat of Doge for Omi. Oh, bruh. Literally, I tried to figure out, like Doge reached like 7 cents again. I was like, okay, this is interesting. And then like the next day, like Doge is 15 cents. What the fudge happened? And then I look on Twitter, and then Elon posted a picture of a Shiba Inu in a Doge T-shirt. I was like, in like Doge. I was like, okay, a Twitter. Okay, I see what you did there. That's why. Like people are. It's crazy, dude. It's wild. It's wild. He didn't even mention it. It's so cool. Exile says, finish the Chucky collection. Cheers, mate. Oh, dude, amazing. Congrats. Good for you, mate. No. Brock. So Paul Barron.eth says, who would be the best VV/VV fam roundtable guest for our Knights of Omi episode? Post your suggestions and tag us so we can connect. And then VV Viral goes and responds, Brock McBreadcat. So Brock Blockchain, Hello K, Puddin Cheeks, Taps Trades, Dr. Profit, and of course, Akomi Reese. And then Brock McBlockchain says, what's Omi? I love him so much. That's really good. That's pretty dope. So I would Kyle Willson says Randy Chavez. Oh, that's so cool. Thanks, man. Omi Knights would be Foster Hill, Hello K, and Randy Chavez. VV Master Collectors would be Comics and Crypto, NFT Pirates, and Sleeping Comics. Notable undoxed Omi Knights are Dr. Profit and Brock McBreadcat. Best unbiased takes would be Cavell Anderson and Chris Coffee.eth. That's interesting. But I definitely gotta shout that out. Yeah, I'm really curious to see who he has on the round table. Foster Hilt spelling honored with a U, like a damn Canadian. I don't know why that annoys me so much. It's just a different way of spelling. It's the same word. It's maybe because he says bagel instead of bagel, and as a New Yorker, that just offends me. Like, and I'm from Peru, I'm born there, but when anyone says bagel, I love you, Foster. We shared a bed, okay? And it's not mean. It's just common pause at each other between friends. Anyway, your local scalper says, Randy, would you get an Aston Martin Secret Rare or a second Todd? Can't decide. So there are 2 Aston Martin Secret Rares. One I think you're talking about is the one that's like of 2,500, not the one of 500. Or maybe you are talking about the one of 500. And there's actually one that's like one of 7, so obviously I'm not talking about that. Oh god, hiccups. But I do have one of them. I have the Aston Martin that's one of 2,500. That's only $135, so you're definitely not talking about that. You could get a bunch of those for one Todd. You're definitely talking about the. If I go to the brands. Oh god, where are they? Where are they? What is it under? I guess I'll just see the 007, but okay, here we go. Yeah, this should be first in my opinion. Like when it goes to brands, because it's numbers, and it starts with a 00. I have no time to die. All right, no, there's a bunch of posters. Okay. Yeah, the one of 2,500. That's a different one. Okay. Series 2. Okay, no. Oh, so the 1 out of 7. I'm really curious how much there's one on the market for $100,000. It's a lot, but Anyway, this is 1 out of 500. And there's only 23 of them on there. 1,400 for the first one from Coon 100, which is a private account, so it may be a bot. I mean, these are dope. These are really cool. I've said this before, but I haven't said it in a while. It's a story. Here's a story of an ugly lady. Sorry, it's a parody of Brady Bunch. I forget where I was. I don't know if it was in a magazine or on a commercial, but it shows this like beautiful woman, like this drop dead, gorgeous, like 28-year-old on like in lingerie in like a kitchen counter, like this beautiful goddess of a creature in lingerie in like a kitchen. And I was like, huh. And like I didn't know it was a car commercial at first. And then it shows a car like speeding like somewhere down like a highway, and it's like making all these cool moves. And I was like, whoa. And then it shows like this beautiful woman just like making coffee or whatever, and I was like, this. I'm so like, again, I didn't know it was an Aston Martin. This was many years ago, and then there was a caption. I guess it was a commercial, if I'm remember, unless I'm just making this up in my head. Um, it said something about like leasing or buying a used Aston Martin, and the caption says, "You're not the first, but do you really care?" And I was like, "Oh, that is genius! That is heckin' genius marketing." I think that these Aston Martins are probably going to be the first of many. Not Aston Martins, well, maybe. I think there's going to be like we have GM, we have Fast and Furious. I think there's going to be a whole mess of these cars. But I you know how, and I don't know about this. I have to ask someone about this. I have to ask like my friend John about this. Is really into cars because yeah, there are comic book shows, there are Comic Cons, but there are also car shows, and you have people at car shows, which I can only imagine. Like they're like every week, every Sunday night, whatever. Like, Tri-County parking lots where I used to see them. They would just go, people just put their cars there and they ask about it. You can walk around, and I've seen some higher end car shows which are really cool. But if I take a look at these people that are so proud of their physical cars, if you were to show them something that undermines that, or people like, oh, people are going to really, again, depends how you phrase it. But if they get it in their heads that people are going to care more about those NFTs, the digital versions of cars, as opposed to their real cars that, sweat and blood, they might go anti-NFT or anti that real quick. Because, and again, but that is only for the people that really are like proud of their cars and have like nothing left. They have like nothing else after that. It's like people that are like fanatics about their lawns. Like, how do I afford this lawn and this house? I'm in debt up to my eyeballs. When you're talking about like the super rich people that you really want on here as well, they're not going to care because they have those cars in real life. But they'll have Bugattis, they'll have whatever. But and I'm not saying that we have Bugatti. I don't know, but I think that they wouldn't care because you could take that car away from them. Okay, they have 6 others, and they have the money to get a plane, like whatever they want. So I think they would be excited about one of those, especially those super limited ones, one of 500. Yeah, only 500 are made, and you can get one. Girl. Only like 350 of those logos are out, and I got 4. Sorry, moving on. I would say that, look, that's such a niche area. I would do the Todd, not financial advice, just because you do have to kind of search for those Aston Martins. You do have to kind of be like, okay, if you're looking at cars, you might not even know to look in the brand's 007 for an Aston Martin. Like, you might not know to look there. You might just be like, oh, let's see some of these car brands. Oh, there's a kit car. I guess that's kind of cool. And I got the DeLorean, and then I got the the Ecto One, and yeah, they're pretty dope. And I have all of them. As far as the kit car, the DeLoreans and the Ecto Ones, and the flying DeLoreans, I feel like the Aston Martins are very easily missed because it doesn't say Aston Martin on the brand. It just says you have to look in the 007. And again, it says the brand on the on the series. It says No Time to Die, Aston Martin DB5, but it doesn't say it on the, I mean, I guess it does when you're on there, but when you go, oh, I guess that does. But when you go to the 007, it says like the 60-year anniversary, No Time to Die, and then No Time to Die, there's a movie ticket. But only until you click on the No Time to Die do you see the Aston Martin up there. That's the only time where it really does that. And I guess the Triumph motorcycle works as well. because the series of that is Triumph Motorcycle. I have one of those too. 101. But I would say the Todd, because that, not and again, if I had that 10500 Aston Martin, I'd be very, 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 very happy about that. I think that is undervalued at $1,400. I think that probably goes to 5 figures at some point, just because there's only 500 of them. But having said that, I think that Todd, that's the first, man. That's that very, very historic. There's going to be a lot more people that want and care about that Todd. There's so many other Batman, but no, that first. Yeah, again, that's just what I would do. Whatever you want to do. That's a really long-winded explanation. The Metaverse has turned $10 into 1,000 yesterday, gambling on the Melbourne Cup, going straight into Omi. My man, good for you. Oh, gambling, love it. Not that I would recommend it and most people lose, but you didn't. You made some monies. Bill Gardner says, when Iron Giant. Ooh, Iron Giant would be dope AF. Yeah. I'm actually hungry again. But I'll eat later. I'll eat after the stream. I've got work to do. Iron Giant is so dope. He's just a boss. And if we want a Ready Player One, we should probably try to get Iron Giant at some point. Sorry, hat's not. There you go. Sleeping to hear it. Sleeping. My bad. I can't wait to see you in a few weeks. I get to see everyone in a few weeks. I'm so excited. I just want to hug everyone. I just want to be like, some people want to squeeze. I would see if I could try to pick Traps up. Traps Wellington, just giant traps. He's a cool. I just, even people that like I don't know. It's just fun. Even in the hotels, like you're just sitting there with people and you're just like, listening to music. Be like, hey man, like what do you think about? Like when it's all said and done, you're alone in your room and you're just like, hey, enough internet, enough phone, enough TikTok, and what do you sit there and think about? Like, who are you? Like, what makes Taps Trades? and like, I don't know. Like, I just love those types of conversations. If you find me anywhere, it's an automatic ask me anything. And I'll, of course, answer. Yeah. Good times. Shane Keepness says, my gems isn't working. LOL, I am short. Ha ha ha. It's not letting me buy. Oh, damn. Gems isn't working. LOL, I'm short. Oh, it's not letting me. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. Put in a ticket, I guess? Not letting me spend gems? Yeah, that's very odd. I guess if you want to try to troubleshoot yourself, try to go and reset your password and then log out and then, log back in after you reset your password. Maybe that'll help. Omi Panda says, buy 200 Omi, not financial advice. But I did it. Tiger Lie says, buy Omi. My man, we all think alike. Richard Valinsky says, you should eat nudes. Thank you for the super chat. I love the nudes. Stephen Combs says, let's go, buy comics. They weren't comics that I was even debating about buying. Although, I think I have what, like 2 gems left in the account? I have 2.59 gems left. So, no, I do not. Yeah. I do not have enough for. There probably is maybe like Squirrel Girl might be like $2. I don't know. Tiger Lie says taco. Justin says Omi. Slim says buy what you love, not financial advice, but you already have a couple Omi tokens. Yeah, but I can always have more. It's just at the end of the day, it is not really about what I want, because I did tell people that 90% of my net worth will go to charity, will go to animal sanctuaries and trying to buy land for endangered species. So it is like trying to build that for them, and I guess the more I make, the more of the 10% that I get. But the goal will be, when Omi reaches $1, to still have 100 million Omi. More if I can get a lot more by then, like if I can get a lot more by the end of this year, windfall, and I can get like, let's say 175 million. Okay, then I'll try to make it so that 120 million Omi I have by the end of the decade, and this way I have a lot more money, a lot more Omis, a lot more stuff for that, and that would mean a lot more money for me. 10% of 120 million is a lot bigger than 10% of 100 million. It's actually only an extra $2 million at the end of it, but trying to stay positive here. Omi Panda says just buy $200 worth of Taco Bell. And thank you, Sleeping Comics, saying buy some Taco Bell. Got it, 100%. Do it all the times. All the times. Pudding cheeks. Love you, fam. You my bae. Brappenbot says, I volunteer my spot. Should there be one? 2 pudding cheeks. Ah, yes. Mike A says, yeah, pudding cheeks is bad, dude. Excellent candidate for the round table. My bad friend. My mind instantly went to people who do what the fudge. I don't know what that means. But yeah, super bullish. Paul Barron. I think I don't know him personally. He seems very smart though. Kyle Wilson's been on his channel a bunch of times, so yeah. I hear a bun. Sorry, I live with a bunny. Mike A says, Omi, to the moon. Agreed. D Supreme says, sounds like prison food. No, it was... I would say... It tastes great. I mean, I like the way it tastes, but I will say that I don't have a palate that is easily I could eat some pretty gross things. And it's things that I don't even think are gross. Like, so I have this palate that's pretty unique where I like tuna, and I like pepperoni, and I like oatmeal. And there was one day in Kuwait where you don't just have this like giant, you have a bunch of stuff, but you only have, these little like cardboard things to put your food in. And when you're working like nonstop and you go to flight kitchen, like midnight meal before the shift, you don't know when you're going to get another break to eat. Maybe at 4 o'clock, you can maybe send somebody down to the Silver Bullet, to Sierra Bravo, or maybe, we can go and get some stuff. But, for the most part, it's hard. So you have to fill up with a lot of stuff. So, and you can only fit so much stuff in there. So I put in my tuna wrap, into the oatmeal, and I put the sauce, and everyone's like, tuna and oatmeal, what the fudge is wrong with you? I was like, I had nowhere else to put it. Like, where the fudge do you expect? So, but I like tuna and I like oatmeal, so oh, bless me. Ooh. Thanks, guys. So yeah, if I like 2 things, I'll eat them together. But so that, for whatever reason, things that don't necessarily go together, people are just like, oh, that's gross. I'm like, I don't know, I like them. JL says, does Ledger support Omi token? I'm sure. I think Foster Hill even has a video on it. So just type in Foster Hill Ledger on YouTube. Richard Blitz says Taco Bell has a 7.7 Michelin star. I gotta say, there's a study that came out recently about Beyond Meat, saying that, and the people that did the study were like the owners of Beyond Meat, so they had every reason to be biased and say like, yes, this is perfectly safe, and they didn't. They're just like, yeah, this is giving liver issues to these rats that we've been testing, and rats can basically eat anything and be fine. But they're eating this and they're developing like these not good symptoms and these not good things. So yeah, humans should probably not eat that. And I was like, see, told y'all, I'm not going to put anything in my body that is so super new that just like hasn't been tested thoroughly. And obviously we are just talking about food here, but the government ever comes out and be like, yeah, we've tested this for a good 3 months. You should put it in your body. You should put it into yourself. Get the fudge out of here with that. And I never had it. Yeah, anyway, so for the Beyond Meat, if you don't want to eat meat, it doesn't have to be like Beyond Meat. You could have fish. You could have even like pea protein. You just have like plant protein. Like, it doesn't have to be this fake meat that just like it. Anyway, this goes to say that Taco Bell has, and maybe it had an E. coli case back in the day. I think it was like '05 or '06. I remember because, yeah, I think it was '06. I remember, yeah, it was 15, so it was '06. There were no lines in Taco Bell for like 3 weeks. It was, the most beautiful thing. It was great. And I remember I had an infection, some type of infection like the week prior. So I had a penicillin shot, and I was like, "Oh, bring on the E. coli, baby! I'm good to go." That was a good time. That was a good time. Anyway, moving on. Truck and Hank says yes, JL. Sleeping comments says, I want Taco Bell, dude. I want Taco Bell too. I'm so hungry, but I don't need it. I am so fat. I like guys. Remember in the Wild Thornberries where Nigel Thornberry would be like, when I'm on TV, I look very different. You might not recognize me. I'm gonna let y'all know that I might appear to be look semi-normal. I'm going to be so fat in person. It is like you see like the little like the chunky cheeks. They are so much more chunky in real life. Why? Because it's I apologize in advance. I will try. Maybe not tomorrow or Thursday, not the next 2 days, but this weekend and the next week after. I will try to lean out a little bit because it is disgusting. Anyway, the rest of that episode, or I was like, I know, I'll do this. So only that's just a private conversation between him and the guy that he says, look for me, I'll do this on TV. So when he gets up there to accept his award, some like I guess a nature documentary award or humanitarian award, whatever it is, he just goes there and I think in like shorts and then like a suit, and he goes, nah. And everyone's like, what is he doing? Is he stroking out? That's that's so good. I wish I could. Anyway, moving on. Darth Chaos's Tails is fire. Wait, what's Tails? Corey being real, he says, back been thinking like you, Randy, wondering Omi or other stuff. Well, I just did the Omi, so. Corey says, unrelated to Veve or Omi, have you heard of Midjourney? AI pictures you create with words you choose. I don't know if I've heard of that one specifically, but there's a bunch of those out where you type in a couple of words and it. I literally just got to chill because there's this one. I don't know who it's from. Maybe I could find it on YouTube. AI envisions evolution. Maybe this is it. No, this is not it, I don't think. Nope. Oh, this is it, this is it. So it starts off as like a monkey dude. I don't know who this guy is, but he's talking about, oh yeah, so it starts off as like a monkey, and he's talking about evolution. Goes into like this kind of whatever hominid, and then a knight, and then a painter, and then technology, and then stuff starts getting real weird where AI is like, this is the progression in which we're going, and the cities, the skyscrapers are just going to turn into steel and beams, and we're going to be like an alien type thing, and then eventually we're not going to be a being at all. We're just going to be, it's like, if anyone's ever seen, what is it? It's Age of Ultron. Like there is a world where Ultron wins and the whole world, which is very beautiful because it's all metallic, but the whole world is just metallic. The whole world is just, and that is not impossible. That, like, in real life, there's a greater than 0% chance that happens. Um, and what's the best way to do that? Okay, you could either tell people we're not going to pursue this technology, and the technology will be pursued by random people, by renegades, anyway. And then you have, because again, I am one of the biggest proponents of distrusting the government, of saying you should distrust. But that being said, the government, I think, would be correct in saying, like, hey, this type of technology is way too dangerous. It could spell the end of humanity. So you could either say that, and everyone's gonna be like, well, go heck yourself. I'm gonna look at it anyway. Or you could kind of do what Elon Musk is doing and saying, okay, we're probably not, we will not control artificial intelligence. That would be impossible. But we can, if you can't beat them, join them. We can merge with AI. And that's what the chip in your brain is for. That's what Neuralink is for. And I mean, the chip will be for more than that. It'll be to be able to code different diseases away. That's going to get wild. That's going to be crazy. That I think is his most undervalued company right now. But yeah, Corey, totally. Crazy Dan 420 says, JL, yes, Ledger Sports on me. Nice. Ted D says, I have a couple of Silver Surfer double-digit mints. Would you dump them in the secondary now? I mean, for what though, Ted? What would you? What would you buy with those funds? Because for me, it's all about ROI. If you dump a bunch of them and you get like a couple $1,000s and you buy some Omi, cool. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I gotta. Woohoo! Sorry, just confirming stuff for tomorrow with Alcon. That's gonna be great. Oh, speaking of Elon Musk, he had retweeted Yol Ra that says, "We're staying vigilant against attempts to manipulate conversations about 2022 U.S. midterms. Read on for independent work analysis of team's work." Well, I don't really feel like doing that right now. So anyway, Jeremy Padour says, "Refuse hate." My man, I love him so much. Mr. MC1 says, perhaps consider a blue check for business and gold check for individuals, maybe a red cross for likely bots. Ooh, that's interesting. Talking about paying $8 a month for a blue check mark. Will I do it? Probably. This way people know I'm not a bot. Beep boop, beep boop. Greg Fogarty says, sup, homie? Been a good week. Got an epic Superman on a drop and picked up a low mint AF15. Tried my best to prepare for the next run-up. Hope things are well with you. Thank you. Thoughts on Mint 300 Golden Moment R2D2 or Mint 300 on new R2D2? Yeah, this is going to be interesting. On what will... Oof, I'm just going to go back here because my back... Oh, God, it hurts. Oh, okay. So, if we're talking about... Sorry, I'm so ugly. If we're talking about old versus new... Actually, I should even make a video on this. And old versus new... You can go Dashy. The old one, the Golden Moments R2, it's cool, but it's not R2. When I think of R2, I think of the silvery white dude and blue, and I think of that. I think of I think it's kind of badass too. Like he's cool. I think of him shooting out Luke's new green lightsaber out of his head, and just like I think of him flying. I think of him being a little sarcastic to C-3PO. I want to hear him with sounds. I want to hear him with different things. Now, granted, that Golden Moment is the first appearance R2 on the blockchain. That does mean something. It's not the end-all, be-all, but it does mean something. Yeah, I mean, look at the first appearance Harley Quinn and the Stephen Pugh Harley Quinn. Yeah, first appearance Harley Quinn is great. It's cool. It's not worth a lot of money, 7,500 mints, and when I think Harley Quinn, I think her in her red Jester outfit. I don't think that. So the Stephen Pugh Harley Quinn, even though it's not a red Jester outfit, pretty badass. The R2, I don't know how many mints it's going to be. I don't know how expensive it'll be. I do hope it's a lot of mints. Probably going to be the common, but yeah, I guess common animated. I hope. If it's only 1,000 mints, like, oh God, that's going to be so much. Like people are going to blow their load on this. People are going to spend so much. Why? Because I'm not going to sit here and call it a grail right now because I don't know what the metrics are. Whichever one you like best. Buy whichever one you like best. I don't know what's good. I mean, if we're looking at I mean, I would hope it'd be like 20,000, but 20,000 animated, probably not. Really, like, oh, it's not that much. I mean, when you, I guarantee, I know what's going to happen. If they did 20,000 mints, and why? Because I want to see lightsabers come out of this dude's head. And there are 20,000 lightsabers. If you have that, if you have the 20,000 mints, everyone and their sister's going to be like, that's too much for this market. As you know, they're going to go below retail, which it very well might not even sell out. Just fair. Wind the clocks forward 5 years. Do you think 20,000 mints is going to be anywhere near enough supply for the demand? No, it's not. So I think this is a very, very hard one to do, and I'm very, very curious to see the numbers. Because I mean, yeah, short term, if they did something like 1,000 mints, and even if they're like $80, oh, it is. I think it might be a blind box though. I think it's a blind box, right? Let's check. Let's check on this. Veve Digital Collectibles. The fudge. Oh, it doesn't say it's a blind box. Collector celebrates droids, lifeblood of the galaxy, take care of everything from vehicle maintenance to communication. Just 4 iconic droid drops. Does not say blind box though. I'm not saying that it won't be a blind box. It very well could be. But we shall see. Even if it was only them, 1,000. Yeah, that's could be good. Could be really good. But you know, if it's only 1,000 mints, which is nothing, people complain now. So let's say 5,000 mints, which I think is probably about enough to meet demand, because Star Wars and it's R2. You're probably taking a look at 1,000 mints, or sorry, 5,000 mints. In 2 years, that won't be enough. It's just not. It's not going to be. 5,000 probably a good number. I would want 5,000, but we'll see. Aldous Hadley, thank you for the super chat. Saying, get that bread, Randy. Big hug to the fam, and oh, droids. Aldous Hadley says, Imperial Pro Droid would be my choice. Thank you for the super chats. Appreciate them. I'll see you Thursday. Only Panda says, I don't have Facebook, but isn't Facebook where old people post their rummage sales? Yes. That is one of the things that happens on Facebook. Only Child says, what's a fire drop? Fire drop is just like straight fire. You know, like when you're kind of like relaxing and you're chilling, but it's like, you know, the music on is like they're vibing, but it's like fire, but not like straight fire, just like chill fire. You know, laid back. It's legit. Only Panda says, bagel is like pop or soda in Providence, Rhode Island. Yeah, and first time in Ohio, and I was like, give me a pop. I'm like, huh? Like, yeah, pop. Okay, the only reason I knew that it was called pop is because there's my body. There's an episode of SpongeBob where SpongeBob and Patrick are just like, this Squidward is good. They're like forcing Squidward to choose between them, talking about like getting a glass of like soda. Like, hey Squidward, Patrick, your glass is full. Oh yeah, you know, it's Squidward, and eventually Squidward says, sorry boys, I'm all out of pop. I was like, okay, you know, I got that in context what he meant. Yeah, so when, you know, but see that's fine, because they're not people that say pop, they're not mispronouncing a word that already exists. It's just a different word for the same thing. When you say bagel, my inner New York gets a you know, it's like, how hecking dare you? Yeah, I don't know why that noise. It's the New York in me. I don't know. Like, remember in Batman v Superman, where Ben Affleck's like, maybe it's the Gotham City in me, but we just have an issue with freaks who dress like clowns. Like, oh god, that's such a good line. That's such a good line. But Batfleck, I don't care what y'all say. I loved him. John says yawn. Yeah. X-Idol says, I hear Nissan Toyota is going metaverse. Really? I cannot wait to see what that looks like. Oh, Millionaire T says, salute everyone. What's up, Oh Millionaire T's? I hope you're doing well. Jayco says, recap, please. Just joined. I mean, you came in 48 minutes after, and it is now 32 minutes after you commented. I have zero idea what was going on. You could just go back and you could just, do that. You could just rewatch from the beginning. The recap, fire drops. I did talk for like 30 minutes, so it was a lot. It was a lot. Bob Sales this time next year. So just want to say hi. Hi, Bob Sales. Aldous Havley says, much love, O Millionaire. Omi Millionaire. Jaco says, Randy, when Omi hits $1, count me in for a $100,000 donation. All right. Jaco. And taking a picture of that. Now I know forever. Stacy Langley. Hello, the hearts. But then you're throwing up also. Why are you oh, wait. Was it because I was talking about like tuna and stuff? Well, it says, my concern with the Veve logo is they can stop giving it utility at any point and drop a different colored Veve logo. Wouldn't surprise me at all. That would surprise me if they did do that. But yeah, they at any time they could stop giving it utility. So then it would no longer have utility from the founders or the company. But it would still get utility from me. Wink, wink. We got a $10 super chat from Jaco saying, thanks, Randy. I didn't even tell you what you asked for, but thank you so much for the super chat. Back house sales, going hard. Omi to the moon. I just bought some more Omi, or I'll have it sent to me in the next couple days. Yeah, that's pretty. I forget what else I was talking about. Jaco's vegetarian diet is good. People are definitely healthier when they eat a lot of vegetables, and I love vegetables. I love broccoli. I love cauliflower. I love spinach. I love kale. Vegetables are great. And sure, they survive without meat, but you kind of need some meat. Like you're missing out on a couple things if you don't have that. The Jacob with a $20 super chat. Oh, thank you so much. You the man. I heart you. Yeah, Omi will definitely reach that dollar mark probably before the end of the decade. I would say most definitely before the end of the decade. I did share an Omi prediction, Jaco, saying that I said that because the Omi gods or the crypto gods in general have a sense of humor, and I have a good amount of money coming to me probably by December, that by the time I get my funds ready to go, Omi will be probably 0.004. And that's like a 2.5, almost 3x from where it is right now. So I'm just letting you know. I mean, I could get lucky, and we could get some downward pressure, and it goes back down, and then I get to buy there, and Christmas comes early. I don't know. It's possible, but OUP is coming out Friday. I mean, there's a chance that OUP is so star-spangled amazing, but very complicated, and maybe nobody gets it, and they're like, this is a mess. Dump. There'll be people. There'll be me. There'll be Foster. There'll be a bunch of people. Adam will come on. I don't know. I think people know who Adam is. I won't say it just yet. But Adam will come on. Adam and Reese have been doing like 85-90% of OUP, and they'll continue to go on people's channels, and they will do awesome stuff for OUP. Yeah. Anyway, so people will go and explain. If you don't understand it, relax. There'll be a bunch of people making videos about that. Anyway, where was I? Aaron L. Cachalote. I was about to say chocolate, but cachalote. Anand says, as long as you're not vegan, I am not. I am not at all. Anand says, Walt is greater than the Veve logo. If Disney adds utility, like good utility for Walt, not just like, hey, we're gonna give you a airdrop. That's partial utility for like very short term. If they say, hey, anybody that has a Walt, we're gonna give you a 30% discount into our parks. that is good utility, because then people will rent those every single day. People will rent those every single day, and people make a killing. And yeah, the price will go up just for the rentability. Anyway, Jayco with a $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Again, this is a fantastic day with super chats. Saying number one, we're number one, we're number one. Go humans, go fight, fight, fight. That's a Hey Arnold reference. It was the only reason I remember that is because I just watched that recently with my friends for spooky season, Halloween. Hey Arnold did a Halloween episode. They did a couple of spooky episodes, but this one's I only remember viewing this once because it was like a half-hour long episode, and like they never showed it again. But it's on Paramount Plus because Paramount has all the Hey Arnold seasons, and they had decided to do a Halloween prank. Or like, hey Gerald, let's go and we'll make this really cool Halloween prank for the adults at the party downstairs. And Gerald's like, oh, okay, let me make. I think the guy who does it is the same voice actor that does one of the kids from Recess, where I think something happens to teacher. It's like, oh, Teacher Detweiler, oh, it's very, very terrible, terrible, terrible indeed. I think it's the same guy that does this voice for Gerald, where he's like, oh, there's aliens out, and they're coming down 4th Street or whatever it is. Oh, they're taking over the water tower. And this thing is like, that's my cue. Yes, and he does it. So the water tower lights up, and the whole city, like PS 118, where they are. I think it's like Clover Street, whatever it is. The power goes out, and their radio trick doesn't just work on the adults downstairs in the building. It's like nationwide. Somebody picks it up, like a major news station picks it up, and there's like mass chaos and panic. It's a really good episode. Anyway, that was the reference. Sorry for the long-winded. Thank you, Jacob. Yeah. So Anon, when you say like the Walt Discovery and Vivi, if you have Disney saying yeah, because that type of utility they don't ever need to turn off. They just do that once, and could you imagine going into a VV park? You say scan, and someone's just like, oh, hey, you scanned. I'll partner statue. You get 30% off on your ticket. And then you also get like 10% off on concessions or whatever. And people are like, oh, what is that? How do I get one of those? And that will spark up conversation with people online. And that will also so the demand to rent will be higher. Because if you get people that are going to the park one day and they're like, oh, well, I want to come tomorrow too. How do I get one of those? And then, so the demand to rent will be high. The amount of people at the parks are not going to want to spend $10,000 to get 30% off on their tickets, because that's what I think Walt will go to again next year, or even later this year. Guys, crypto to Omi, Jesus, it's going to be huge. And then not only that, but when you have Omi to NFT or Omi to NFT, but crypto, I don't say crypto to Omi, crypto to NFT, going to be heckin' large and in charge. So it's very possible that pumps by the end of this year. Because that's 10K is only a 3x from here. I would say that people at first will not want to buy that. People will be like, okay, like what is that? Like, they won't know what it is until you tell, oh, it's a digital collectible. Disney made these, 2021, and like, oh, and maybe some people are like, how many of those were made? They're like, where does one get done? I was like, well, they sold out in like 1 second, and they. Now you can play with them in AR, you play with VR. There's places here that people go to when you used to have that giant statue, and you go like here and you take a picture with it, and they're like, that's awesome. Maybe one out of every like 500 people at those parks would probably buy one, because most people that are there, they save their shekels and they go and they go and that's their vacation for the year, and they have the money afterwards. But every now and then, sorry, I don't know why Bonnie Tyler's stuck in my head. They'll go and be like, oh, this is interesting. And then they'll probably buy one. But again, less and less people will do it as it comes to be 20,000 and 30,000 and so on and so forth. Anyway, but the VV logo, again, I sold my Walt for a VV logo. But I will tell you guys, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I will sell at least one of my VV logos at 20,000, maybe two. The reason why is because one, if I own more than 1% of all the logos that'll ever be in existence, it's a good amount. Probably want to spread the wealth a little bit, and obviously, my three extra logos this year, I am sharing with people so that they can go and get into parties and they can go and get into, um, collect those physical collectibles. So I'm not just carrying four collectibles. I can go on and give those collectibles to other people, and I just feel like, okay, bought them at 3K, most of them. Um, and I think that's a good price point to get out at least one of them, if not two. I'll keep my number 41 either forever, unless David you wants if he wants it, like, hey, that number 41 is special. He's the CEO of the company. It's his. I will go and work out a deal with him if he wants it. But if not, then I'll probably keep that for forever. That's unless like they give away number 29 or 40 or whatever. I don't know. I'll see. But yeah, that the Veve logo is going to have a lot more utility than what has been announced. Jayco says vegan is okay for fasting, raw fruit diet, but long-term years, not sure about it. Vegan, oof, that is. I feel like unless the diet is, because again, how do you get your K2? How do you get, so basically vitamin K is used a lot in the brain. Um, and a secondary use of vitamin K after it does in the brain is to prevent the hardening of arteries. So if you're deficient in vitamin K, you're maybe not even getting what you need for the brain. You're definitely not getting the secondary use, which is to prevent the hardening of arteries. When you're vegan, it is like next to impossible to try to get, because you can get a tiny bit of vitamin. Like, so what happens is that plants turning vitamin K1 into K2, they're not good at it. Plants are not good at doing that. You get a very tiny, small amount, a fraction. You get a small percentage of K2 from plants, but cows are very, very, very good at converting K1 into K2. So you get a lot more of that vitamin K while eating meat. Also, like, how do you get like fish oil? Like, fish oil is so good for you. Like it is good for you. That is healthy. If you're vegan, you're not getting that. I mean, I guess you could take. Yeah, so you're not eating fish if you're vegan. Are you eating fish oil because you're not eating fish, but it's still a byproduct of fish? So are you eating like algae? Can vegans eat algae? Like, you'd have to. How much? No, like it's so hard, and I guarantee you, most vegans are not taking those precautions. They're not. They're not. I guarantee they're not. Because I know a lot of vegans, and I'm healthier than pretty much all of them. Granted, the vegans that I know, they're not in the gym. They're not exercising. They're just they look like. So obviously, I have seen vegan bodybuilders. I've seen, or I've read. I should have seen. I've read about vegan bodybuilders. I've read about vegan athletes and people that do extraordinarily amazing things that I cannot do, and they do that on a vegan diet. But that is like 1% of 1% of 1%. That is, it's just so insanely impossible and hard to maintain that healthy standard without that. Anywho, the chaos is laughing. Jason Lawrence, what's going on? Says, hey Randy, did you see my Twitter message from the firehouse? Sorry if you already responded live. It was about after party decon. Jason Lawrence, is that your name on the Twitter? Lawrence. Not Lawrence Jason. Okay, let me. Oh, you're okay. You're in my message requests. Okay, hold on. Accept. Um. Oh, that's cool. Little Veve logo next to the on my building. Randy's. I won't read it out here in case you don't want me to. Or do you want me to? I don't know. Oh, all right. So this guy, without reading his message aloud, part of a firehouse, LA Fire Department. Um, We just got a station mural. So they don't have a Veve logo, but so yeah. Be advised. There's an official after party that everyone's invited to. Wait, let me read the rest of that message. Hold on. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, okay, gotcha. Let me send this to him, and then I will. Let me send that to him, and I'll let you know. Mr. MC1. Any spots left for the after party? Hold on one second. Okay. Econ. But directly after. I will ask. Let me ask you, because depending on how many people you got. Oh, mother flapper. People from the firehouse. Maybe if you guys go, a lot more girls will go because ladies love the firefighters. Ladies love the oh man, I don't. Oh Jesus, nope. All right, moving on here. Jared's Hausa says, I've tried to comment at Elon Musk telling him to make a quick mill, but putting a Tesla logo on Veve, no success. Maybe one day we'll get that. That'd be dope. I'd totally get that. Willson says, AI gets its data from Hollywood films? Oh, maybe. Jared's House says, there's just way too much risk on the droids to go for a non-first appearance R2. I don't think so. First appearance, non-first appearance, people are going to love R2. Crazy Dan 420 says, Night Cafe is the AI art creating platform that I use to make some pretty cool art with only text input. It's fun and free. Brockman Blockchain does something like that as well. He does some really crazy stuff. Hold on. Okay. So, yeah, it's looking. Yeah, it's okay. Copy that. Be advised, guys, for these after parties, there's just so many of us. Like, we might have to have like 3 after parties because, you know, there's just not a lot of. No place will be able to hold us. We might just have to just drink in a park somewhere. I don't know. Mike H says, Randy, you got this hot wilderness look going on, chopping wood, owning a bomb tan, stay sexy, Chavez. Oh my God, Mike H, thank you so much. I'm gonna take a picture of that because I love getting compliments like that. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, yes. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. I'm going to give you a couple hearts. Put that on the Snapchat. Mike H. I'm going to put arrows toward y'all. Next, go to my story. Oh my God, it feels so great. Okay, added to my story. Moving on. JKLXRP says, hello, pioneers. What up, JKLXRP? Again, Mike H, thank you so much for me. They look like a hot wilderness guy. Ooh, I don't really chop a bunch of firewood, but I guess I don't know. Sorry. Moving on. Logic Bomb says, a link to Earth 2? What? Yeah, link down below in the description to the Earth 2 game. There is a link down below for my referral code, and then there's a link down below to my Megacity if you want to buy some, what's that called? Buy some tiles in my Megacity in Antarctica. You're more than welcome to. Jared's House says, Only Panda, you're in Rhode Island too? Ooh. Logic Bomb says, no, not Earth 2. Come on. You don't like Earth 2? Dude, Earth 2 is great. Very, very bullish on it. And Jayco, thank you for so many super chats. $10 one says, thank you, Randy. A $20 one. And then another $20 one says, we're your number one. We're your number one. Go, humans, go. Fight, fight, fight. Saying your timeline is 2030 plus. Oh, you will be very, very happy in the next couple of years. Very, very happy. Michael Brooksbank says, Randy, hello, Michael Brooksbank. I'm lowering my voice a little bit because it's 10:30 and my friends are going to bed. They might be in bed. So yeah. All right, anyway, we're not going to make this an ASMR thing, but we'll keep it down. Omi Panda says, had some good food on Federal Hill, so maybe Jared. I'm so hungry. I need to eat. Okay, I'm only behind comments by 15 minutes. I'll catch up really quickly. Jayco says, always appreciate your streams, bro. Oh, why, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you too, senor. Tron Skywalker says, chanting, Randy, Randy. What's going on, fam? What's going on, Tron Skywalker? I hope you're doing well. Ooh. Moali31 says, if Disney was to give utility to NFTs, it would be utility to a new release, and it would be pre-announced. If not, all hell would break loose screaming unfair. Most likely the final Golden Moments pre-announced utility. Most likely like the... Yes, agreed. I agree. I agree 100%. I'm just saying they could. But yeah, you're right. And even... I feel like it's going to be hard to get Disney to do utility because the one that they did, the utility was just a one-time thing. It's like, okay, you're going to get this airdropped, and then you're gonna get a code to reserve a spot so you can buy this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Disney will do utility for any of the existing NFTs, but yeah, new ones I agree. Tron Skywalker's 35% off of beer and a goofy ear hat. David said, you have to give me a VV look. David, I love David. I'll work out a deal if he wants it. Logic Bomb says, invested $87,000 into 2 properties 16 months back. I made about $38,000 off them so far. Tap that equity, invest in Earth One. So I am super excited that you were able to make almost $40,000 off an investment you made, about a year and a half ago. Be advised, that $87,000 right now, if you were to put that into OMI, will be probably close to $1 million next year, and will be millions in a few years. Not financial advice at all. Legnacinco says, Randy, why did you stop reading your Patreon list? I don't have a computer. I have somebody I live with. I can just print it out. I just need to remake a new sheet, and I need to remake a thing. So yeah, let me. I do have a thing here for. I just haven't. That's supposed to be my fridge, and I have another one I'm gonna put up there. That's gonna be like a freezer type thing. So if anyone wants to do a, what's that called? Oh God, I don't know what that is. If anyone wants to do a advertising on there, let me know. Logic Bombs, no offense, but I can't follow you down this path. Earth 2 question mark? Oh, sure, joking, unsubbing. To be honest, Logic Bomb, you can. That is 100% okay, but no, I'm very, very bullish on Earth 2. That is something that I had also... I didn't put in 84,000 into it. I put about 10K into it. Taking about 10K out, and I still got a bunch of stuff in there. Yeah, it is... I sold everything for OMI. My Tesla, my Pokemon cards, my Bitcoin. I sold everything except for Earth 2. So that should tell you something, that the convictions are very, very strong. The Binance listing will come next year. I mean, they'll have other listings as well, but, the big one is Binance. Once you have Binance, are you really going to care about KuCoin or Kraken or, Bitforex? No. Essence, that's going to be pretty big. They're releasing their Drone 2 video game. There's a lot of very good positive things about Earth 2. Fun of the Sun says, born more Omi today. My man, get that bread. Omi to the moon. Justin says, no Wamus November. Just started. Remember to know Wamus this month. NaNoWriMo? Like writing like 2,000 words in a month? I think that's what... I know. Omi Panda says, referring to fake meat comment, I read an article or seen it somewhere that cheese in the packs only has to be 51% real cheese. What the hell is the rest? I quit eating cheese. What is the rest? I don't know. It's like filler, I guess. So I guess don't need it in the packs. You know, get like the blocks of mozzarella, fresh mozzarella. You know, get those blocks. Jason Lawrence says yes. Read it. Oh, I'll read it. For you, and Hyrule. Maybe. Okay. It is saying. Oh, so look at this. Look at this fire truck and the Veve logo right next to the fire truck. Anyway. It had said, "Hey Randy, this is Jason Lawrence, the fireman that was asking about the decon after party. Me and all the other firemen have been into Veve since March of last year. We're so passionate about Veve and Akomi that we just got a station mural and had the artist put a Veve logo on a storefront. I messaged Mr. MC1, his account is locked, so I cannot read this message. Anyway, you can get a hold of him. We're in Los Angeles. We're Los Angeles City firemen, and we'd love to go. Thanks, Randy. We always watch your videos. I'm from the firehouse. Oh, we will always watch your videos live from the firehouse. Thank you guys so much. And there's a bunch. Okay, so there's a couple of you guys. So Jason, I did reach out to him. We don't have a location yet because nobody is like nobody's around that can support us. There's gonna be like 350 people there. It's a fire hazard. Like you guys know. Well, actually, if you're the fire department, can y'all make an exception for us? If a place is only supposed to fit 150 people and we pack 330 mother flappers into there, and you guys can be like, well, we're the fire department, it's okay. We could work out a deal. We'll do that, maybe. I don't know. I'm not asking you to do anything illegal. Absolutely not. Just maybe look the other way. I don't know. Moving on here. Miss Mamma Mia says I couldn't even buy a Model Secret Rare as I could not put more than $500 on card on Veve web app. Really? You should be able to go and put as much as you want in there, but I don't know why it's only limiting you to that little. So getting 5 to 10K on Veve is almost impossible nowadays. How the hell can I drop 100 ETH into Veve? So what they're going to do is they're going to have crypto pay-in where it's, again, you should be able to buy those gems with your credit card. I'm sorry that you can't. Well, I'm sorry that you can't. I don't know why. But you should be able to, either way, put in a ticket for that. But either way, crypto pay-in, it's going to be much different. You'll see when that comes out in a month or two. The biggest bro says, thank you for the stream, Randy. I appreciate you always giving us your wisdom and time. Much love, my friend. Oh, thank you. Love you guys. Joe says, Miss Mamma Mia got that ETH bag, though. She does. Sub-Zero says an airdrop is not real utility. I mean, it's a little utility. Even if it is only short term, does have utility, at least for a short period of time. Jared says card limit for sure. Check your bank. That's a good point. Miss Mamma Mia, definitely check your bank and be like, the fudge, guys. My back is killing me. I gotta go. I gotta eat some more because I'm fat. But, muscles. Everyone please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you all so much for the super chats. Those mean the world. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Goodbye.